So, January 15th has come and gone, and we're still waiting for the second Winter Nights Lazzo trailer. Does this mean the info we heard was fake? Honestly, I don't think so. It's much more likely that the trailer is still coming, just not as early as initially expected. In this video, we'll try to speculate whether it was delayed or if it wasn't even planned in the first place. So, the source that shared the info about the second Winter Nights Lazzo trailer also mentioned Columbina taking the Pyronosis. Throughout the game, the Fatui have always been at the center of Archon quests, and one thing you can count on is that they always end up taking the region's Gnosis. Natlan isn't going to change that pattern, but with Capitano's supposed death, things have gotten a lot more interesting. He was initially sent to claim the Pyronosis, but now someone else has to take on that role. Here's where it gets intriguing. Most of the other Harbingers are either tied up with their own missions or already played their parts in other regions. That leaves Columbina and Sandrone as the most likely candidates to step in. And honestly, Columbina seems like the obvious pick. We've heard leaks suggesting her release is planned for version 6, and if she's going to show up in Natlan, taking the Pyronosis would be the perfect way to cement her role in the story and get everyone hyped for her eventual playable debut. This is where the Winter Nights Lazzo trailer comes into play. Remember how, after Signora's arc wrapped up in Inazuma, we got that cinematic trailer showing the Harbingers plotting their next moves? If Columbina is gearing up to make a major move in the Natlan storyline, it makes total sense for Hoyoverse to drop a similar trailer to get us all hyped and set the stage for her big moment. To figure out when the trailer might drop, we need to consider when Columbina will likely make her first in-game appearance. With 5 updates left in Natlan's arc 5.4 to 5.8, we can narrow down the possibilities. For 5.4, the beta for this patch has been running for a while, and there's no sign of Columbina appearing here. It's safe to rule this one out. 5.8 is traditionally the summer event patch. Hoyoverse usually shifts focus away from the main story during these updates, so it's highly unlikely Columbina will be introduced here. In 5.7, rumors suggest Skirk will be released in this patch. This leaves 5.5 and 5.6 as the most plausible options for her debut. If Skirk's release is planned for 5.7, introducing Columbina in 5.5 would be the most logical move for Hoyoverse. Here's why. From a marketing angle, introducing Columbina in 5.6 right before Skirk's drip marketing could confuse players. People might think Columbina's release is happening soon, which could steal some of the spotlight from Skirk. It makes more sense for Hoyoverse to bring Columbina into the story earlier, like in 5.5. This way, there's enough time for her role in the story to sink in, and it keeps the focus on her without overlapping with Skirk's build-up. With that logic, if the Winter Nights Lazzo trailer is coming soon, the most likely timing would be during version 5.4, which is expected to release around mid-February 2025. The first Winter Nights Lazzo trailer marked a major shift after Signora's death, even though she was ranked 8th. Capitano, being the #1 Harbinger, holds far more significance. His presumed death would cause a massive shakeup within the Fatui, and it's hard to imagine Hoyoverse skipping a cinematic moment to show how they regroup and adapt. So, while the second Winter Nights Lazzo trailer didn't drop on January 15th, that doesn't mean it's off the table. The timing might have shifted, but the trailer still makes sense as a lead-in to Columbina's appearance in Natlan. Based on the remaining updates, 5.5 seems like the most likely patch for her debut, with the trailer potentially arriving just before that. But that's just my take. What do you think? Do you agree that 5.5 is the most logical timing for Columbina's appearance? Or do you think Hoyoverse might surprise us with something different? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you found this video interesting, don't forget to like and subscribe for more Genshin Impact updates and speculation. Save up to 23% on Mavuika banner at lootbar.gg. All you need is your UID and server. The link is in the description.